Hello learners, we are back again. We are going to continue from where we left last time. Let's revise what we have seen in the previous video. In video number 1, I told you that we are going to concentrate on the structure of crystals, and we are going to learn about the properties of crystals, hence the application. So in the previous video, we have seen what is the broad classification of solids on the basis of arrangement of atoms in a solid. We had seen that there are broadly 3 types of solids: single crystals, polycrystalline materials, and amorphous solids. We had seen the definitions of all three and the examples of all three. So let us now broadly see the properties and classify or see the differences between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. In this slide, I have written crystalline solids in the bold letters because that is what we are going to be interested in. We are more interested in studying what are crystalline solids, what are the structures of the crystalline solids, what types of crystals we have, and hence know the properties of crystalline solids so that we can either apply the solids for various suitable desirable applications or change the properties suiting our applications. So let's begin. Broadly, we can find these following differences in crystalline solids and amorphous solids. So crystalline solids are the ones in previous video we have seen, those who have regular arrangement of atoms along the 3 dimension, because the structures that we will be studying in real life are all 3 dimensional. So they have regular and periodic arrangement of atoms, whereas the amorphous solids are the ones in which there is no regular arrangement of atoms. There is random arrangement, the atoms are randomly arranged. The crystalline solids have long range order. You've seen last time what do you mean by an order. An order is nothing but the arrangement of atoms repeated over long distance in all the directions. So long range order means a particular arrangement is repeated in all the 3 directions over long distances. Short range order means the same arrangement will be broken and will not be repeated over long distances. So crystalline solids are the one in which we have long range order. Amorphous solids have short range order. Crystalline solids have sharp melting points and no such sharp melting point is found in amorphous solids. Crystalline solids have high and fixed heat of fusion. There is no fixed heat of fusion in amorphous solids. We've seen that crystalline solids are all anisotropic. That means their physical properties, optical properties, all the mechanical properties will change with direction. They will have different properties in different direction. And amorphous solids on the other hand are all isotropic, means their properties, all physical properties, mechanical properties, optical properties, magnetic properties, and all the other properties are same in all the directions. They do not change with direction. The crystalline solids show all characteristics of solids, whereas the amorphous solids, they do not show all characteristics of solids. Crystalline solids always have a regular cut. It means that when they break with a particular alignment. Amorphous solids break randomly. They do not have any particular alignment when they break. Therefore, they give irregular cut. So if we see diagram wise, this is a single crystal where there are sharp edges, smooth faces, all the long range orders, they are anisotropic. The same arrangement will be repeated all the 3 directions. They have regular and periodic arrangement of atoms. Polycrystalline materials are collections of grains or collection of single crystals of irregular shape with regular arrangement in particular alignment of a particular crystal. So there are different single crystals coming together, aligned in different directions, separated by grain boundaries or definite boundary walls. Each single crystal of irregular shape of the size 10 to the power 3 to 10 to the power 4 Armstrong is called as a grain. So basically a polycrystalline material is nothing but a collection of grains. All are single crystals of irregular shapes, aligned in different directions and separated by a different boundary wall. So this is one crystal which is arrangement in this particular direction. The other crystal has alignment in this particular direction. The third one has alignment in a different direction. All 3 are divided by separate grain boundaries. And when you take a scanning electron microscopy picture of a single crystal, it looks something like this, where each is nothing but a single crystal of irregular shape. They're all you can see separated by definite boundary walls. Here we have an amorphous solid which is non-crystalline. Here we don't have any long range order. basically you can see that all the atoms are randomly or haphazardly arranged. So what is the difference between a single crystal, polycrystalline and non-crystalline material or amorphous solid? Single crystals have smooth faces, a particular shape for a particular material. They have sharp edges. They have a particular melting point. The arrangement is long range order. They are anisotropic. Polycrystalline materials have collections of single crystals separated by grain boundaries or separate definite boundary walls. They are isotropic in nature but still crystalline. Non-crystalline or amorphous solids have haphazard or random arrangement of atoms. So this is a two-dimensional representation of single, polycrystalline and amorphous materials. Thank you.